All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Here we go again. Yeah, no kidding. Two old people on the couch. I hear you. Craziness. Crazy, crazy. All right. Once again, take four. Going to be one of those nights, I'm thinking, because we're only half an hour into doing this so far. So, anyway, um, again, if we have an interruption in the stream, I will get right back on. Just be patient, and we'll get it going again as quickly as possible. Hopefully, one of these streams will just say, okay, we're good. That one, actually, we think we got 19 minutes on the last one, so better. Unbelievable. It's just a big game, guys. And it just goes to prove, once again, when I have a stream that's interrupted a ton like that, excuse me, because of the title, I think that means I'm on the right track. And obviously tonight, what we're talking about, I think we're on the right track. Did anyone hear about a dogfight between an F-16 and a Su-30 over Taiwan today? I did not hear anything about that. I did not. Yeah, apparently they don't like me telling the truth. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about this really quickly. Just be a sheep. Do as you're told. Comply. Don't rock the boat. Don't think for yourself. I could never tell people that. I could never tell people that. It's controlled opposition. Yeah, no kidding. Well, there are dog fights over Taiwan every day. Oh, Fowler J said that. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to use code words. I'm going to speak my truth. And if they want to interrupt that and play games, then that's what they're going to have to do. I'm not here playing little games. I'm trying to be honest, trying to talk about things that I think are important. Again, I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help you to help yourselves. That's my biggest thing. If I can make you think, question things, question everything, then I'm doing my job. That's what I want to do. I want you to prepare. I want you to think for yourself. That's what I want. That's ultimately, if you get on here and you tell me, hey, I started prepping because I watched you, and now I've got XYZ amount. That's one of the biggest things that makes me happy, because you're doing something to help yourself. You're being proactive. Okay, that's awesome, and that's what we all need to be doing. Don't be victims. That's the other thing. Don't be a victim. So. Yep, I watched you when I started. One good key for you. That's awesome. I'm glad. I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me that they got into it because of me. I've had a lot of people tell me that they got into prepping, and then a natural disaster or something happened in their region of the country happened, and they said it was because they listened to me, they got ready, and it helped them get through that transition of not having power because of a hurricane or a tornado or whatever the case may be. It was because of my, saying something. And to me, that's awesome. That doesn't make me like some great big superhero. No, I'm just the messenger. That's what I am. I have the gift for gab, as they say. Okay. But the thing is, I know what I'm talking about. And I think it's important that we all wake up and all pay attention. Because like I said, my epiphany, my wake up, realistically, when Y2K happened, I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. No big deal. I didn't care. When Katrina happened in 2005, that was my oh crap moment for me. That was really my oh crap moment. And I really took a look at where we were at, and my kids were little at the time. In 2004 or 5, the twins were 4 years old. Josh was 10. And I thought to myself, my God, if something happens, we're screwed. We're screwed. And I didn't like that feeling. I did not like that feeling at all. So I became very proactive at that point. Now, I will say I'm probably more extreme than the average bear. I will definitely say that. But I just, along with the prepping and looking at that, I said to myself, okay, If I can make it so that I can have a simpler, easier life, not being on that hamster wheel, keeping my expenses low, and doing that, I said, I think that's what I want to do. And so that is how the whole thing really, with getting a piece of land, building something on the land, dual purpose. Originally it was a bug out location. Eventually it was going to be where I planned on living. Hey, L. Gibson, it feels like we're moving towards a Hunger Games, doesn't it? DC being District 1. Yeah. It is so bizarre what is happening. Thank you so much for that statement. Thank you for the donation as well. But yeah, it's just with everything that's going on, it's insanity. And it amazes me, realistically amazes me, that more people are not seeing it. Now, I'm going to tell you what, I know we've had a lot more people waking up, a lot more people realizing that there is serious issues happening in this country. Okay. And it's not just because of who's in office. Obviously, the powers that be do not want the person in office that is in office right now. And they're doing everything in their power to get rid of him. All right. Because he doesn't do what they want. He does his own thing, which they don't like that. Okay. So, those are things to pay attention to. Generally, if somebody is really, if they're making moves and they're doing something that's against the conventional norm, you go, why? What's going on? Again, reading through the lines, read through the BS, and just pay attention. I'm going to tell you what, it doesn't matter who wins this election. Realistically, it doesn't matter, because there's an agenda in play that is going to happen. And that's my opinion on that. Mountain Kayaker, hey Ed, we are being played, sick of it. Absolutely. We are being played constantly, especially against each other. I'm supposed to hate you because you're Asian, you're Middle Eastern, you are black, you're an American Indian, you're from India, you're from China. I'm supposed to hate you because of that. That's what they're telling us. That's what they push out there all the time. And you're supposed to hate me because it's my fault for everything, because I'm white. All the blame is on white people. It's always our fault. Like, we're the first country ever in the world that had slaves. Not even close. There's been slaves throughout the history of mankind. As long as there's people willing to buy somebody, slavery's going on right now in the world. Okay? It's happening right now, and it will continue to happen. It's not going to go away. Okay? As long as there's a supply and demand, it's always going to be there. So we're back up to 720 in the chat, guys. We're at 280 on the thumbs up. I'm going to ask real quick for that thumbs up. If you have not shot one yet, I would ask you to do that, please, to show support for the channel. Again, it really does help with the algorithms, too. So the more interaction we have, the better off we're going to be. And thank you for that as well. China is trying to get Taiwan. Oh, hold on a second. I want to read what JJ said there. Fire their fighter jets. Taiwan is pledging to China to have restraint with her fighter jets. Like I said, it's a whole big chess game that's being played right now. China wants Taiwan back, or they claim it's theirs, so they want it. Just like they took Hong Kong way before they were supposed to. Remember that too. Okay, people were starting to say, "Hey, we don't want this. We don't want to be under Chinese rule." So, that what happens then? You get the jackboot on you, and that's what happened there in Hong Kong. They got the jackboot. So it is what it is. That's that it's not going to change anytime soon. And that's what it is. I was going to say, too, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. And thank you for that as well. China wants the world. Every so many years, you're going to get somebody that's like that superpower type of thing, and they have an agenda. And they, like I said, we've been the big kids on the block for quite a while now. The United States has been the big, we're the one walking around and carrying that big stick. And if you screw with us, or if you don't do as you're told, we swat you with the stick. I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, that's not going to change. It's just, you look at it realistically, we impose our will around the world. That's what we do, and if you screw with us, then like with Iran, North Korea, we'll throw sanctions on you, and we'll make sure that other people follow that as well, because, they have to give in and do what we say, because we are the superpower right now. China wants to be the superpower. That's the reality of it. So, but all right, so everybody's like doing eggs on here already. Guys, you have no patience. All right, let's do an egg count real quick. So what do you guys think the egg count was today? All right, let's give it a minute here for some people to have some guesses. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Guys, go ahead and keep guessing. All right. If you had the same guess as Richard Parker with 2 eggs, that's what we got today. We got 2 eggs. A couple days in a row with 2 eggs. They're just not laying right now. But a lot of the girls, I see all the new feathers coming out. So they're getting, it's that time of year. They're getting their winter coats together is what they're doing. So it takes a lot of energy to grow new feathers. And so that's what they're doing. Because, again, winter's coming. And they know. Just like, it's just that natural thing with birds. They know it's coming, and they're getting ready. And so they're right now, they're preserving their energy to make the feathers. And so that's why they're not laying. But, like I said, I'm not going to, people, put artificial light in there, put more light, it'll make them lay more. Well, I let them do what they need to do. How about we let nature take its course, That's kind of the way I look at it. So, Adam's in the chat. All right, guys, I'm going to say real quick, if Marfugal News out on the West Coast, go check out his channel. And, that definitely, no treats. No mealworms for you, lazy birds. I still give mealworms. I don't care. But again, go check out Adam on the West Coast. Marfugal News, great channel, good guy, family man, obviously. So definitely show him some love. Tell him Prepper Nurse One sent you over there, and join his channel and see what he's doing. So I know a lot of you are already subscribed to both already, so that's very cool too. I've talked to Adam. I've been on his show a few times. Ed, when does your Harley go into the shed? Harvey Black decided, well, the Harley stays in the shed all the time. That's its home. Stays out of the weather that way, whatever the case may be. I will put the bike up for the winter once they start salting the roads. When they start salting the roads, I don't ride after that. So I've ridden right into December before. So yeah, I've done that. And but generally once they start putting salt on the roads, guys, I'm done. I don't, Prepper Nation is here also. Hey, John. Oh, very cool. Well, Prepper Nation, I hate this. I have not seen a lot of your videos. I've been a little busy, but I know that you've been supporting the channel as well, so I appreciate that. So definitely let's show some love to Prepper Nation as well. But yeah, I'm going to tell you what, guys, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of different channels. I definitely encourage you to watch different stuff. But again, I don't care who it is that's giving you the information. Make sure you're questioning everything. Double check stuff. Check the facts. Check, make sure people are, doing all that. So, that's the best thing we can do. Like I said, if I make a mistake, and I've done it, I've said things that were wrong, not on purpose. I'm not going to come out here and blatantly lie to you guys. I won't do that. Okay. But I make mistakes. And if I make a mistake and somebody says, hey, this was wrong or that was wrong, I'm going to come on here the next video or the next live stream, and I'm going to say, hey, I made a mistake. I will always do that. I'm a human being. Like I said, I make mistakes like anybody else. It happens. Okay. Really quickly, guys, I do want to talk about my website, preppernurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse One community on my website, which is a great resource that we set up for you guys to connect with like-minded people. So if you go to preppernurse1.com, you click on the Prepper Nurse One community. You do have to register, but it's totally free. It does not cost anything. So definitely take advantage of that, okay? A lot of good information there. The message boards are a lot of fun, a lot of stuff, a lot of recipes, all kinds of stuff there. If you're looking to try to connect with somebody from the state that you're in or the country you're in, definitely do that as well. Okay. Also, on my website, we have jdaga.com, which is the CBD and hemp store. If you click on their link, which is down below, and also on my website, Mr. Mom, you and Marv opened my eyes to prepping. That's very cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you very much for the donation as well. I do appreciate that as well. But getting back to jdaga.com, if you go to their website, which you will, like I said, the link is below. Also on the website, if you click on their icon as it goes by, it will take you to their website. If you decide to make a purchase, make sure you use the discount code Prepper Nurse and the number 1. You will save 15% on your purchase if you do that. It's a good thing to have in your preps. The CBD products help with a lot of different things. So definitely take advantage of that. Put that in your preps as well. Not a bad thing at all. Like I said, one of the things that I use, and I will show you when I overdo it, which I have a tendency to do, I use a CBD Intense Relief Pain Rub. It's 1,000 milligrams. I will show you that. Really good stuff. I'll tell you what, I use this. It definitely helps, okay? If I'm in pain, and it's a cream, you put it on your hand, you rub it into the spot where you're sore, and I use it on my back, obviously. It works for me. I'm just going to tell you what, it works very, very well. It's very, very helpful. So definitely take advantage of that as well, okay? So also, we have the Legacy freeze-dried food on my website. There will be a sale coming up very soon, okay? I will let you guys know when we're going to start that, but we will be doing a 20% off sale very, very soon on my website. So look for that. That will be upcoming, okay? And so that is there too. If you don't want to wait, you want to get some freeze-dried food right now, you're feel free to do that. If you decide you want to make an offer or get something and you want to make a big purchase, contact me first, okay? Because I can help you out I'll help you out if I can. All right. So anyway, that being said, let's continue on. I did want to say too, I am on Twitter, Prepper Nurse 1 on Twitter, Prepper Nurse 1 also on Instagram. I did not post today, but I will, like I said, I'm generally trying to post more pictures, different pictures around the homestead, so I'll be continuing to do that as well. Today was a little busy. I had some other things I was doing, and just one of those kind of days, how that goes. But, just look for that. We'll definitely have tweets going out. I can tell you this, I will not be political on my tweets with Twitter. I don't want to get banned or shut down. I'm going to keep that to prepping, okay? I piss enough people off on here, okay, with the political stuff. So I'm really good at that. I'm really, really good at pissing people off. So it's a skill. It's very much a skill. So anyway, what were we got 767 in the chat. We're at 394 in the thumbs up, guys. Again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do that, please, to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for that. Again, it really does help with the algorithms as well. So the more interaction we have, the higher we get up on there, the better off we're that way. And of course, I do like to see a lot of thumbs up as well. Also, again, if you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to get all notifications as well. It's a gift. Embrace it. Yes, RV Source, it is a gift. I'm going to tell you what, my whole life, realistically, my whole life, people either really, really like me or they hate my guts. There is like no happy medium. No happy medium. Some people like it that I'm very frank, that I say it like it is. And some people, it makes them very, very uncomfortable and they don't like it. But sometimes the truth hurts. So, that's kind of the way that I look at it. So, but I did want to mention too really quickly, preppernurse1media@gmail.com. We've gotten a lot of submissions. People have sent submissions in, and stuff like that. So thank you for everybody that has sent stuff in, because we're going to be doing merchandise again very soon. That should happen probably, my guess is going to be within like the next 10 days. We'll have merchandise back. People are submitting some ideas, so thank you everybody that's doing that as well. And everybody's, that's submitting something there. I appreciate your thoughts. Again, if you have an idea for a stream or a video and you want to hear me talk about XYZ topic, preppernurse1media@gmail.com, submit it there, and I definitely will give it consideration. Okay, so thank you for that as well. So I guess that's like all that stuff. So yeah, we're doing Twitter, we're doing Instagram, and my buddy, I got to tell you this right now. So my buddy Steve that lives in Maryland, we were talking today, and he goes, yeah, didn't I tell you to do Instagram and Twitter like 3 years ago? And I went, well, yeah. He goes, and you finally did it? I go, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I just didn't do it. So now we're doing it. So I think we're already up to almost 200 people on Instagram already. And I think we're almost at 100 on Twitter. So again, please go over there, join us there for the support. Again, at Instagram, it's going to be a lot of different pictures from around the homestead. I'll be doing pictures of chickens, the chicken coop, the dogs, the cats. I'll throw all that type of stuff all up on there. So just so you know. I have a year's worth of coffee. Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that. You should get a VPN. There's no more takes on videos. Okay, well, I will look into that. I will absolutely look into that. So, again, guys, prep. Continue to get ready. Don't stop. Especially with this upcoming election, I think we are, and again, regardless of who wins, I want you to, again, we're putting on our thinking caps today, right? Regardless of who wins, we're going to be in for some very, very rocky times moving past that, especially with the whole thing with, a potential second lockdown with COVID, and all those type of things. So do you think the New York City violence will reach you? No, not at all, Prepper Nation, not at all. I am like 400 miles away from New York City. So that is not even a concern in any way, shape, or form. I want you guys to understand something, okay? And we're going to talk about this for a second. I appreciate that question too. It's a great question. People are going to stay where they're familiar, what they know. We are creatures of habit, okay? And I want you to think about this. And I was talking about this today, and I'm going to bring this up here really quickly. When I was in high school, and I think I may have talked about this a little bit before, I had a teacher, history teacher, and there was like 25 of us in the class. So I don't know the exact number, but it was a lot of kids in the class. And he said, when you guys graduate, I was in 10th grade, when you guys graduate, who plans on moving away and never coming back? Well, more than half the class rose their hand. I'm getting out of here and I'm never coming back. He said, out of everybody in his class, a lot of you will leave, but most of you will come back and you will live within a 50-mile radius of the school. And I remember thinking, no way, man, I'm gone. I am out of here. I am history, okay? I left. I was gone. I moved out. I went in the military, and then after I got out of the military, I went down south for a while. I lived in North Carolina. I came home, and guess what? I live within inside of 50 miles of where that high school is. And he's 100% right. Most people are creatures of habit. They're going to stay with what they know, with what they're familiar. That's why when SHTF does happen, people think, the golden horde is going to leave the cities and are going to go and ascend on the countryside and take everything. No, they're not. They're not. They're going to stay where they're familiar because it's safe. It's what they know. It's what they're comfortable with, okay? Some may leave. Yes, they will. Some may leave. But again, once you get out into unfamiliar territory and things are different, they're not what you're used to, it makes people very, very uncomfortable. And again, in a worst case scenario type of a situation, people are not going to be putting out the welcome mat for people, okay? It's not going to happen. So there's going to be the shoot first and ask questions later mentality of people, especially the farther you get out. The farther you get out into the country, small towns are going to encircle, they're going to close in, and they're going to take care of their own. They are not going to let strangers in. They're not going to. So, again, people that think that all these people are going to come rushing out of the cities, where are they going? Where are they going? How are they going to survive? They don't know. They have no skill sets. They don't know what they're doing. Now, not everybody, again, there's a lot of people that have skill sets that know what they're doing. Those people will survive. They'll figure it out. But again, human beings are creatures of habit. That's the bottom line. If you think about it, I want you guys to think about it. I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you myself. I get up in the morning. The very first thing I do in the morning when I get up is I take a leak, right? And a lot of people do that, right? Take a leak. The next thing I do is I get dressed. I take my dogs out. I put my dogs in a run because they're dancing around the house by that point because they've been in the house for 8 or 10 hours, and now they want to get outside. I put the dogs out. I take care of my chickens. Then I come in, and then I do whatever else that I'm going to do, and I get my day going. That's my routine. You can set your clock by it. When I get up, it's exactly what I'm going to do every day. That's my routine, okay? We all have routines. I have a tendency, if I'm going to do laundry, I do laundry on the same day. And I want you to think about this, guys. We all do this, okay? We all have routines that we follow, and we do the same thing, okay? I live 250 miles from my high school, Kenneth Lockins. Well, that's cool. I mean, some people are going to move away. I said some will, not everybody, not everybody. But some people will move away and not come back. I've got a couple people that I know that left, and they have no intention of ever living up here again. And I can't blame them. If you can get out of New York State, go for it. But you better go someplace where you're comfortable, that's just the reality of it. You better go someplace where you're comfortable. So, but again, if you are just, thinking that, oh my God, this whole horde of people are going to come rushing out, they're not. Because here's the problem. What's going to happen? Let's be realistic, right? Worst case scenario happens. SHTF is hit the fan. You live in the city. You're staying put right now because you want to wait and see what happens, right? I'm just going to stay right here. Somebody's going to come in and they're going to save the day. They're going to rescue me. Everything's going to be great. And when nobody comes and nobody's rescuing you, now it's too late to get out because the gangs are all over. They're going around. They're killing people. They're robbing people. They're doing whatever they're going to do because that's what they do. And now there's no rule of law to stop them from doing what they do, okay? Because it's pretty much everybody's on their own. So now you're stuck. How do I get out, if I can get out? And if I get out, where am I going? What am I going to do? Who do I know? Where can I go? These are things to think about. Again, that has country codes. I don't know what you mean. Oh, so hold on a second. I want to see what that. It's up. Do you have building codes where you live? Of course, Cecil B. Demented. Of course, there's building codes out here. There's building codes everywhere. Any town that you're in is going to have different codes, and so you play the game. You get whatever you get your permits for what you got to get your permits for. That's just the reality of it. So and I've talked about that. If you're moving to a certain area, and if you're going to go and you're going to live off grid, if you're looking for your off grid location, the farther out you are, the less restrictions you're going to have. Okay, that's the reality of it. So if you want to do whatever you want to do without no building codes, you can do whatever you want to do. You get way out and you buy a piece of isolated property, but you got to realize when the snows come, if you're in that elevation, you're probably getting snowed in. So you better be prepared for that. So again, you really have to know the area, know what the codes are, know what you can do, what you cannot do. That's always going to be the case. And again, anybody that's on YouTube, and myself included, okay, it has happened to me. You get a-holes out here to watch that say, hey, I'm going to screw with him. I'm calling the town. Oh, well, good. Knock yourself out. Okay. You play the game. It's a big old game. You're going to have people that are always going to try to disrupt things, try to screw with you, try to mess with your happiness because they're so miserable. Okay. It happens all the time. But again, if you got yourself squared away and you got things done the way that you should have them done, you got nothing to worry about. So that's what I'm saying. Know where you live, know what the codes are, know what you got to do, and make sure you take care of that. Because then guess what? When the idiots call and try to cause you trouble, the town will go, screw you. He's good. Click. That's how it goes. So believe me, I've been on YouTube a long time, as a lot of you know. I've had a lot of people screw with me. a lot. I've had CPS called on me twice. I have been swatted. If you don't know what swatted is, look it up. Okay. Um, Games. But guess what? And I said it before and I've said it again. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. You're not driving me off. A lot of people have I'm going to tell you what. I have had some great channels that I've known. Good people. Really good, down to earth people that got off of YouTube, quit YouTube because of trolls, because of people screwing with them. Absolutely unfortunate because I had a lot to offer, a lot of good information to share, and it's sad. It is sad that some people are so sick that they would do that. Yep, Prepper Nation. I got swatted a couple years ago. Yep, cops showed up. It was a fun time, good time. Yep. So riots Halloween night. I don't know about that. Usually the trick-or-treaters are all done by 8 o'clock. So I if somebody would do that on Halloween, that's just, well, there's idiots everywhere though. So I mean, it's just the way it is, unfortunately. Again, what can we control? Is nomad life a good or a bad idea? Echo in the Forest asked that. Yes and no. I mean, a nomad lifestyle, you have no connections, though. That's the only problem with that. When you get into an area, like a good example, and I'll give you a great example. I moved to this area. You meet your neighbors. You find out who's cool, who's not cool. You find out who, is in the same mind thinking or, mindset that you have and stuff like that. I met Greg. Okay. Greg is an awesome, awesome asset. He's a great ally. I know when SHTF happens, him and I will absolutely be working together. I'm not going to have to worry about Greg coming down here to try to take my stuff. We're going to be working together. Richard, my other neighbor with the tractor, another great guy. So that's the asset of being in a central area. The people know who you are. You know who the people are. As a nomad, you're traveling a lot, okay? So you can keep a lower profile, but that trust is not there. People are not going to trust you. So if you have anything, Reese is saying, okay, yep. He's making a statement for you guys. So Black Friday spread out the whole month. Yeah. Well, there, like I said, guys, did you see BLM shut down 490 last night for 30 minutes? I did see that. I did see that. Actually, my sister called me and told me about that. And the way that they did it in the spot where people couldn't get around or back up and stuff like that. Again, I'm a big believer in running people over. You get in my way, I'm running you over. Now, I'm not even think about it. I'll face a jury of 12 instead of being carried by 6 because you beat me to death and you pulled me out of my car. I'll run you down. That's a fact. Not playing. Not hesitating, not thinking about it. But again, I stay out of the city. I have no desire to go into the city. So I don't go there. Again, those people are not coming out here. Even after SHTF, they're not coming out here. And if they try, by the time they get out to where I'm at, their numbers are going to be greatly, greatly reduced. Because all along the way, they're going to meet resistance all along the way. And then, sickness, stupidity, and everything else will kill them also, other than lead, all along the way. So that's why I'm going to tell you what, I'm a big, big believer. When the time comes, you hunker down, low profile, try to keep your head straight, be smart about stuff, Dr. Bill says, boy, do you people have nomad life wrong. I'm not sure what I'm missing the comments on that, I guess. So. I'll run you down. I love it. I'm just saying, I'm honest. I'm honest. If you are a protester and you're one of those idiot Antifa or BLM people and you're blocking my way and I'm out there driving, and if I'm the first car, I'm done. You get one warning. I'll give you a warning. Get out of the way because I'm coming. And then I'm not going to, you see how they inch? No. Pedal to the metal, baby. right through you. That's what I do. And if you get run over, it's your own stupidity for getting in front of a car. So that's just me. Cecil B. Demented, Ed, I only have one gun, a Glock 19. Is that good prepper gun for safety? It's not a bad one. You probably should have a shotgun as well, also a 22. Those would be other things as well. That's what I would suggest. If you want to get a rifle, get a rifle. But, you can only shoot one at a time. That's the other thing I want you to remember. So, but again, hey, Beverly Hills Prepper. How old is my sister? My sister is 54. Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Beck's 54. She is 15 months younger than me. So, yeah, we went growing up through high school. I was held back for first grade because we had traveled so much and I had missed so much school. They said, well, we'll continue them on. And my mom was like, nope, hold them back. And so from first grade on, my sister and I were in the same class. Everybody always thought we were twins because, we moved a lot. And here comes the Carswells. So, but, that's what we did. Hey, Jess Cooking Adventure. Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Get a rifle or better, a rifle caliber pistol with an arm brace and binary target. Well, there you go. That's not bad advice either. Again, it comes down to personal preference. It's what you want. If you want to clean your gun all the time, I would suggest getting your AR-15. If you don't want to have to clean your gun all the time, I would suggest an AK-47. The ammo for an AK-47 is much more readily available, and that would be my advice. And, to each their own. Again, personal preference. But right now, trying to get .223 ammunition, it's very, very difficult. And you are limited on what you can buy when it comes to .223 ammunition at this point in time. 12 gauge in a safety shot will stop a moose. 12 gauge is awesome. If you have a 12 gauge rounds of ammo, that I would recommend double-aught buck and slugs. That's pretty much what I get. Double-aught buck and slugs. That weapon is not going to be used for hunting other than maybe deer. And then you use a slug on a deer anyway. But that is for defense. That's what that weapon is designed for. You can give that double-aught buck, load it up, give it to somebody that doesn't even know how to shoot very well. If they point in the general direction, they can take care of business. So, good thing to have. Birdshot will take anyone off your porch. Oh, absolutely it will, yeah. Yep, absolutely it will. I had my 30-30 stolen. Gene, I'm sorry to hear that. I know what you mean when you're saying you had it stolen, though. So, but, again, you definitely need to be able to protect yourself. You need to be able to protect your family. And when it comes to that, having weapons, know the safety way to handle it. Make sure you have some kind of training. Make sure you have somebody that either has the experience with weapons, that can teach you gun safety. Gun safety is the biggest, most important thing that you can do, especially if you have no experience with weapons. Definitely get gun safety. That's important. You can take courses, or again, you can get somebody that actually knows what they're doing. And if somebody that knows what they're doing, there's going to be two things that they're going to tell you first, okay? Well, actually, there's probably three things. Number one, never point a weapon at anybody, even if you know it is unloaded, okay? That's number one. Even though you know it's unloaded, you point it at the sky or you point it at the ground. The second thing, always assume that the gun is loaded even when you know it is unloaded. Very important, okay? The other thing is, what was the third thing I was going to tell you? Going blank here now. Like I said, just it's caution, being smart. Don't ever. The third one is don't ever point a gun at anybody unless you intend to shoot them. That's the only time you're ever going to point a gun at someone, is if you deem them a threat. You point that gun, you better be ready to pull the trigger. That's why you point a gun at somebody. Other than that, no reason to. Pointed at the sky, pointed at the ground. Generally, that sound of the shotgun, when you do that, that will give most people pause for thought. Hey, L. Gibson. I left one of my hens set on 12 eggs this summer. 6 hatched, 5 were roosters. LOL. Not good results of my first try to grow my flock. Yeah, that's not good at all. No, that is not good at all. Again, a lot of times you can order chickens online, and you can order where they've already been sexed, and you get all hens. Trying to have hens set, again, you're going to have to look at the eggs too. That's a big difference. The longer eggs, a lot of times those are going to be roosters. The more circular eggs are always going to be hens. For whatever reason, that's what happens. So I know if I decide to hatch some out myself this year, which I probably will, I got to try it. I will definitely be looking at the eggs before I put them in there. So, all right, what we're going to do right now, I'm going to ask really quickly again. We got 942 in the chat. We're at 499 on the thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do that to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for doing that. I do appreciate that. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithms. So thank you for that reason as well. And and also the third reason, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. So the more interaction we have, the better. So thank you for that as well. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon and, to get all notifications as well. Really quick, I want to say this again. Think for yourselves. Question everything. No matter who's giving you the information, do your research. Pay attention. Whatever you see on the news, what you're watching, what's being put out there is what they want you to see. Read between the lines. Look at what's really going on. What is the hidden agenda that you don't see? What are they doing behind closed doors that we're not being privy to? Those are things to pay attention to, okay? It's all about control. It's about dominating you in every aspect of your life, and I don't want that. I want freedom, whatever freedom I can have. I mean, it was funny. I talked about, that I own my property and I don't have, the debt and stuff like that. People, well, you still have to pay taxes every year. Well, yeah, that's part of the game. That's part of the game is paying taxes. But again, if you have yourself in a situation where your stuff is squared away, when those taxes come, it doesn't hurt you. Okay? If you're hugely in debt and in debt up to your eyeballs, okay, and then an unexpected bill pops up, which they do all the time, now you're screwed, okay? You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. When you have yourself in a situation where have you reduced your footprint, you've reduced what you have as far as debt and all that type of stuff, you're going to live a lot longer, happier life, less stressful. And that, for me, I can tell you, for a heart attack or a stroke, that's where I was going. I worked all the time. I worked 6 days a week. I was in debt up to my eyeballs. Every year I got further behind. I was not getting ahead, and I couldn't work any more hours than I was working. Okay, and something had to give, and I made some decisions, and I did what I had to do. And I'm going to tell you what, I regret not one of them. Not one of them. I'll never regret it. It's put me where I'm at now. And like I said, as we do things here, we pay for it. And so I don't owe anybody anything. I mean, I have my car payment, okay? Yeah, I got my car payment. But my motorcycle's paid for, okay? I don't owe nobody nothing, and that's mine, 100% free and clear, okay? I have a car payment, all right? I have the standard things that people have. I have a cell phone bill. I have my internet bill. I have my car insurance. That's it. I don't have a lot of debt or bills that are, killing me. My property is paid for. I don't have a mortgage payment because my house is paid for. So it's a good feeling. I'll tell you what, it's a great, it's not even it's a great feeling. And it's peace of mind. I'm actually going to be able to leave something to my children when I die. That's a good feeling too. So, all right. So what we're going to do now, we are Legion because we are many. We're all over the country. We're all over the world. We're a huge family. We are the Prepper Nurse One family, a huge network of us all over the place. Where is everybody from tonight? We have Buffalo, New York, West Michigan, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, excuse me, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, Maryland, BC, Canada, Tennessee, Arizona, Connecticut, Oregon, Nashville, Kentucky, Cape Cod, Arizona, North Carolina. My guy's going fast tonight, guys. Tilson, New York, Central Florida, Arizona again, Pine Bush, Kentucky, Tennessee, Nowhere, Oklahoma, Washington State, not Seattle. Okay. All right, good for you. Beech Grove, Indiana, Franklin County, Ohio. We have Virginia just went by, Illinois, North Carolina, Kansas City, Missouri. Let's see, Hale, Michigan, Nebraska, Mississippi, Hull, Massachusetts, Central Indiana, Ulster Park, New York, Wisconsin, Afton, New York, Illinois again, Colorado, St. Pete, Florida, New Mexico, Minnesota, Anderson, South Carolina. We have Texas, New Hampshire, Altoona, Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Texas again, South Carolina, Low Country, very nice, Texas, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Afton, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Minneapolis, Germantown, Maryland, Maryland again. Let's see, we have Nebraska, Marshall, Minnesota, Howard County, Texas, Christmas Valley, Oregon, Delaware, Georgia, Springfield, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, Illinois, Idaho Falls, Idaho, Western Mass, Las Vegas, Nevada, very nice. Love it out there. It's actually fun. Mansfield, Ohio, Connecticut, Central Florida, Union City, Pennsylvania, Troy, Vermont, Akron, Ohio, Idaho. Again, guys, all over the country. We're all over the world. We're this huge network, huge family. And again, if we network, if we organize, there is no one that could stop us. We could do whatever we wanted to do. And that's what people really don't understand. We have a lot more power than people know. I see Iowa coming in here. Ocala, Florida, New Mexico, Kansas, more and more all the time that I'm seeing. Raleigh, or Reading, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, Norway, very nice. So Montana, Kansas, all over the country, guys. And we're getting bigger. More and more people are joining the prepper community all the time. People are waking up, which is a wonderful thing. Continue to prep, continue to get ready. It is so, so important. I want to thank my moderators who do a fantastic job, show after show, keeping the chat clean. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate what you do. Beyond, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. Thank you all for being in the chat. That's why we do this. That interaction is fantastic. So thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate that. What do we have, 573? Oh, we got to try to get 600 here before we sign off, guys. So again, if you haven't shot that thumbs up yet, if you would do that, I absolutely would appreciate it. Let's see if we can get that up to 600 before we get off of here. I love our chats, guys. The hour and 20 minutes goes by so very fast. It is amazing. So 4 takes tonight. What are you going to do? This last one is we're at 48 minutes, so that's awesome. And we got 603, so we're over 600. Awesome. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate you all. Just continue to get ready. Don't be victims. Be proactive. When the time comes, do what needs to be done. Protect yourselves, protect your families. That's really, really important, okay? Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important. We're one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out and get through the nonsense and the BS, we're going to be a lot better off, okay? Also, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. It's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also, remember, guys, STD. Love the acronym. It's the best because everybody thinks they know what STD means. But it means step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that will stop you from reaching those goals is you, nobody else. It doesn't have to be about prepping. It doesn't have to be about being off grid. It's whatever you're trying to do. Follow your dreams. You can reach them. Stay away from the negative people. Stay away from negativity, and you're going to thrive. All right? Have a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.